días, grandes guapas, mi nombre es Nicole, and for today I'll be sharing with you guys some brief information about Mexico and Costa Rica. First off, Mexico. Let us know the meaning behind of their flag. The red one stands for blood. The green one stands for hope. The white color stands for union. And the eagle that lies between, that binds together the three colors, stands for Tenochtitlan. It is a legend between the foundation of the Mexico City itself. And now let us proceed. It is also known as the world's largest country by mass, the 10th most populous country, and it has the most number of Spanish speakers. When it comes to the government of Mexico, Mexico is an organized federation. A federal presidential representative democratic republic wherein the president of Mexico is the head of the state and also the government. They also recognize the three branches of the government: the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judiciary branch. With that being said, the GDP of Mexico is 1.26 trillion US dollars. And take note, the United States is one of their largest partners when it comes to business. And with that being said, with that number or with that amount of money, Mexico is also known for its characteristics as a middle power nation. Mexico is also known as a developing country, just like the Philippines. Just like in other countries, Mexico also partakes in international organizations such as World Trade Organization, WTO, and United Nations, or UN. Now, let's jump off to Costa Rica! Hola! After visiting and knowing Mexico, let us now visit Costa Rica. Now, before we dig again into the other side of Costa Rica, let us first know the meaning behind of their flag. The meaning. The blue color stands for idealism, opportunities, and perseverance. While on the other hand, again, the red color stands for blood, and the white color stands for happiness, peace, and wisdom. Now let us go on with the whole part of Costa Rica. Costa Rica came from two Spanish words which are Costa and Rica, which means beach coast. After knowing the meaning behind of Costa Rica and where it came from, let us now discuss the government that Costa Rica has. The Republic Republic of Costa Rica. It practices democratic, free, and independent republic. With that being said, Costa Rica ranked in the 7th place of freest country. So when you have, or if you want to express your opinion, go to Costa Rica. And also, it is ranked in the 37th most democratic country. With that being said, the GDP of Costa Rica is 61.8 billion US dollars. That's why Costa Rica is also known as an upper middle income country. Also, Costa Rica is known for being a consistent Human Development Index lister. And when it comes to the whole Latin America, it ranked 5th. And also, Costa Rica is one of the happiest places globally. After knowing and understanding the basic information about Mexico and Costa Rica, let us now proceed to know deeper these two countries. Una vez más, gracias.
Hola, buenos dias. Did you know that Mexico and Costa Rica are same when it comes to language? In Mexico, Spanish is the de facto language of the government and the first language of 90% of the population. In Costa Rica, although Spanish or Castellano is the official language of Costa Rica, you can find other living language spoken here on a daily basis. Before Spanish conquerors arrived in the 16th century, a great variety of different languages were spoken by the indigenous population. This is the Mexican Los Tacos Nachos. So let's try. This is the Gallo Pinto of Costa Rica. So let's try. Mexico does not have any official religion. However, Roman Catholicism is the dominant faith and deeply culturally pervasive. It is estimated over 80% of the population identifies as Catholic. Many Mexicans see Catholicism as part of their identity, passed on through the family and nation-like cultural heritage. In Costa Rica, according to a survey provided during the year by the University of Costa Rica, approximately 47% of the population identified itself as practicing Roman Catholic, 23% as non-practicing Catholic, and 16% as Evangelical Protestant, 6% as belonging to other religion, and 8% as having no religious affiliation.
Señoritas, yo soy Eliza C. Manaig, and welcome to Mexico and Costa Rica.
Standard of living in Mexico and Costa Rica are both simple and nice. In these two countries that's located in Latin America are both surrounded by agriculture as the source of their income. In these two countries are both lowest rate of crime. In short, these two countries are safe. Once again, hola señoritas y señoritas. Yo soy Eliza Manaig.
Buenos dias, everyone! Today, we are going to know what are the difference between two countries, Costa Rica and Mexico. Costa Rica is very lush, with a lot of wildlife, and Mexico is much drier with much less wildlife. But Mexico has ruins and beautiful beaches when you can snorkel, and Costa Rica has beautiful beaches but no reefs to snorkel at. Is Costa Rica or Mexico safer? Yes, it's actually safe. The U.S. State Department considers Costa Rica among the safest countries for U.S. nationals. As per its safety ranking, Costa Rica is level 1, when Mexico is level 2. The department's do not travel warnings now apply in the 5 states in Mexico and reconsider travel to 11. The life expectancy of Costa Rica is 78.230 years, while the Mexico is 75.430 years. The capital city of Costa Rica is San Jose, while the Mexico is the Distrito Federal. The population of San Jose is 335.7 thousand, while the Mexico has 11,285,700 of population. The wealthiest citizen in Mexico is Carlos Slim Hilo and family, while Costa Rica doesn't have a wealthiest citizen. I hope you learned something today, and I hope you understand what are the differences in Costa Rica and Mexico. Thank you very much. Maria Vida.
Welcome to Caribbean. We have a population of about 43,163,817. What kind of politics that we have here in Caribbean? Caribbean societies are very different from other Western societies in terms of size, culture, and degree mobility of their citizens. The current economic and political problems the states face individually are common to all Caribbean states. Regional development has contributed to attempts to subdue current problems and avoid projected problems. From a political and economic perspective, regionalism served to make Caribbean states active participants in current international affairs through collective coalitions. In 1973, the first political regional in the Caribbean basin was created by advances of the English-speaking Caribbean nation through the institution known as the Caribbean Common Market and Community, or CARICOM, which is located in Guyana. There are different kinds of religion here in Caribbean. Religion in the Caribbean is far from being taken lightly. Indeed, most of the population is a believer or a practitioner. Many different religions are present in the West Indies. Here are some of them: Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, Judaism, Rastafarianism, Buddhism, traditional African religions, Afro-American religions, or Yoruba. Although many religions are present in the region, it is the Caribbean culture to be tolerant of other beliefs. Some countries like Trinidad even have the public holidays for celebrations like Eid or Diwali to show respect to other people of different faiths. Generally, I do not mix. What kind of government does the Caribbean have? Parliamentary democracy. it gained independence from Great Britain in 1978 and was also the first Caribbean nation to be run by a woman. Since then, the country has maintained a parliamentary democracy that consists of the president, a prime minister, a cabinet, and a house of assembly.
What culture does Caribbean have? Cultural diversity refers to the variety of ethnic groups such as Indians, Africans, Chinese, and Europeans that exist within the Caribbean society and the particular ways of life manifested by each group. Each ethnic group brought with them their traditional practices. For example, the Indians, they brought their traditional foods such as curry and other spices. And the Africans brought their religious practices such as voodoo. These practices by the ethnic groups have all been incorporated to create what is known as the Caribbean culture. In other words, as a result of cultural diversity, we have developed our own unique identity which is associated only with the Caribbean. Cultural diversity has influenced the society greatly as it has played a major role on the creation of our Caribbean cuisine. For example, the curry brought to us by the Indians has been incorporated with various local foods to create sumptuous dishes. Traditional medicines, which are widely used throughout the Caribbean, have resulted from cultural diversity. Traditional medicine is the terminology used to refer to different herbs and other substances which are used for healing purposes by the different ethnic groups. This cultural tradition has had a major influence on, especially the rural areas of each Caribbean territory. For example, BSEd is a herbaceous plant which is widely used by Jamaicans for the ailment ptomaine poison. In St. Lucia, edos or cocoa, which is an edible root, is used as a blood thickener when it is crushed and boiled in soup. Their traditional music, such as mento in Jamaica, was brought by the Africans, and Hindi music and chetli in Trinidad and Guyana was brought by the Indians. The rhythms and beats from this traditional music have been remodeled to create music which is uniquely our own, such as reggae in Jamaica and soca in Trinidad. This has influenced the Caribbean greatly as it said that music is life and Caribbean people thrive on music. The Caribbean music also helped to boost the tourism economy. The Caribbean depends heavily on tourism, so their music, especially reggae, has placed the Caribbean on the map. Religion plays a major role in the Caribbean, and these religions are two as a result of cultural diversity: Hinduism and Islam are prevalent religions which are practiced in Trinidad and Guyana and were brought to the Caribbean by the Indians. Christianity, which is the most prevalent religion, was introduced by the Europeans, and voodoo and Pocomania were brought by the Africans and is widely practiced in Jamaica and Haiti. Cultural diversity has also boosted the tourism industry and so has an influence on the Caribbean economy. Foreigners are attracted to the dress, music, and foods. And so they visit the region each year to experience the Caribbean culture. Industries which showcase the arts have also developed as a result of cultural diversity. For example, the craft market industry. The Caribbean is therefore greatly influenced by cultural diversity as it not only provides us with an identity, it is incorporated in the everyday lives of people. What way of life or lifestyle does Caribbean have? Some people think that it's all about living a relaxed, laid-back life without a care in the world. Others relate it to some misconceptions about Caribbean islanders. While different people have varying opinions on what this really is, the fact remains that the Caribbean lifestyle is a way of life. I will tell you some things about the Caribbean lifestyle or way of life. First is you will meet a culturally diverse community in the Caribbean, with Caribbean citizenship being given to those willing to invest in the area. The region's expatriate community is growing. As a result, the Caribbean has gained the distinction of being the greatest expat haven. The growing population of people born outside the country makes the transition for many migrants or migrants much easier. In a city where several diverse peoples come together, it is extremely likely that you will meet people who can speak your native language. In Antigua, for example, we can come across many Italian and French-speaking people. The Caribbean Sea is home to over 7,000 islands, the majority of which are small. And although they may be housed in the same area, no two islands are alike. These figures alone demonstrate that the city is now home to a diverse range of cultures. It also explains why people in the Caribbean, whether visitors, locals, or expats, are accustomed to sharing space with people from all over the world. Next, people in Caribbean get a reality check every now and then. When you live on an island situated in the Caribbean Sea, you will realize that electricity is overrated. In other parts of the world, the prospect of going without power for several hours or days could cause a great deal of anxiety. However, once you witness this in the Caribbean, you will discover that power outages do not destroy you and do not signal the end of the planet. Instead, you'll find that these scenarios have an opportunity to refocus your attention on what's really essential. Many citizens believe that when the power goes out, there will be no entertainment. However, in the Caribbean, this equates to learning how to relax and remembering to just breathe. Of note, mobile gadgets can also be seen in this part of the world. Moving there does not imply you that you will be living off the grid. During these moments, people genuinely put down their phones and engage in face-to-face conversation with the person next to them. Next is people in Caribbean experience life at a much slower pace. The island lifestyle also entails a much slower speed of life. This is true not only for you as a person. Next, people in Caribbean get a reality check every now and then. When you live on an island situated in the Caribbean Sea, you will realize that electricity is overrated. In other parts of the world, the prospect of going without power for several hours or days could cause a great deal of anxiety. However, once you witness this in the Caribbean, you will discover that power outages do not destroy you and do not signal the end of the planet. Instead, you'll find that these scenarios have an opportunity to refocus your attention on what's really essential. Many citizens believe that when the power goes out, there will be no entertainment. However, in the Caribbean, this equates to learning how to relax and remembering to just breathe. Of note, mobile gadgets can also be seen in this part of the world. Moving there does not imply you that you will be living off the grid. During these moments, people genuinely put down their phones and engage in face-to-face conversation with the person next to them. Next is people in Caribbean experience life at a much slower pace. The island lifestyle also entails a much slower speed of life. This is true not only for you as a person, but also for the whole society. When you live in the Caribbean, you will know that you cannot get anything at once. Unlike in a busy environment, the things you crave would not be as readily available as they were when you came from. This is because many of the region's islands depends on imports of merchandises from the United States or other nations, which ensures that a variety of factors from bad weather to shipping mishaps will leave store shelves bare for long periods of time. Next is Caribbean. People never have a dull moment. A slow-paced life in the Caribbean does not always imply boredom. In reality, living an authentic Caribbean lifestyle ensures that there is never a boring moment. People in this country are all about celebrations. There is still something to celebrate in the islands, no matter what time of year it is. Next is people in the Caribbean eats with the season. Another part of Caribbean living that you can get used to easily on this island is seasonal feeding or seasonal eating. Residents of Caribbean nations depend on local produce because imports do not often come on schedule. This ensures you have plenty of native delicacies to choose from during the current season. This, believe it or not, isn't a bad idea. Seasonal food is not only less expensive, but it can also be much better than the traditional Western diet. It's just a lot more exciting. After all, you don't often get to eat new lobster, shellfish, and other types of seafood right from the sea, or mangoes and cashew fruits straight from the trees. And lastly, people in the Caribbean look at weekends as a never-ending holiday. When you live in the Caribbean, every weekend feels like a holiday. This is not unexpected in this tourist-friendly city. Antigua alone has 365 beaches to enjoy one of each day of the year. Although this figure is unconfirmed, you may be confident that any of the beaches on the island can provide you with an enchanting experiences.
The standard of living in Latin America. Assessing the economic development of Latin America during the 20th century requires reliable estimates of living standards as measured by per capita income, life expectancy, and literacy. New comparable series for Latin America suggest that these three indicators made the greatest strides during the period from 1940 to 80. This progress is probably related to state-led industrialization, improvements in public health, and urbanization. Comparison with U.S. levels reveals that, while average per capita income has generally remained steady, relative living standards are measured by a composite welfare index have risen gradually as life expectancy in the two regions has converged. Is South America a good place to live? South America fits the bill for many expats when it comes to looking for the perfect retirement haven. In many countries in the region, you'll enjoy a relaxed lifestyle, established expat communities, friendly, welcoming natives, good healthcare, and an ideal climate. Which country in South America has the best standard of living? Well, it's Chile. Chile remains the country with the highest standard of living in Latin America. According to the report of the Human Development Index or HDI, released Wednesday by the United Nations. This news is consistent with the fact that Chile is also the only Latin American country to become a member of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Chile ranks 44 out of 187 and is top-ranked among the countries of Latin America and the Caribbean, beating Argentina with the top 45, Uruguay with top 48, and Cuba with top 51. The HDI is calculated from a set of indicators including literacy rates, years of schooling, life expectancy, and per capita income. Santiago, Chile is one of the largest cities in Latin America. It has a booming economy, a strong currency, and easy visa regulations. It is also home to the regional headquarters of a multinational corporations.
Culture of South America. The culture of South America today stems from a diverse set of cultural traditions, dating back to those of pre-Columbian civilizations and indigenous tribes, which have mixed with those of African slaves as well as Asian and European immigrants. The Inca Empire is the most well-known indigenous culture of South America. The Inca Empire was established in 1438 in the Andean city of Cusco, Peru. Over a period of 100 years, the empire expanded to include parts of present-day Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, Chile, Argentina, and Colombia. Population in South America. South America's population is equivalent to 5.53% of the total world population. This statistic shows the total population of Latin America and Caribbean from year 2009 to 2019. In year 2019, the total population of Latin America and Caribbean was approximately 646.43 million inhabitants. In South America, there are 14 countries includes Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Falkland Islands in United Kingdom, France, French Guiana, Guyana, Paraguay, Peru, Suriname, Uruguay, and Venezuela. Let's quickly review what we learned about geography of South America. On the political map on the left is divided into 13 countries, and the physical map on the right shows us the varying geographic features of the area.